Hi there, my name is Jamie Devine. Welcome to I Am Divinity.
Here at I Am Divinity, what we do is we help you unlock your inner power.
So that's what we're doing.
When I come here to the call, you break out my memory when I childhood.
That's the power. Imagine how healthy our community will be. Like they're so pure and so powerful.
Whispers of the morning stars, love expanded, infinite, come to earth, a hero's journey, finding what has always been, finding what has always been. Finding what has
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. My name is Don Smith, that's Don with 2 N's, and I'm here to share with you what I've developed over 44 years that I call I Am Divinity. I say that I Am Divinity because I'm divine and so are you. No matter what you've done and what you haven't done, you are divine, you always were and you always will be. And it gets all covered up. And so all of those trips to the personal developments and all of those things, and they don't hold. And did you ever question yourself instead of just going back and getting the next one and the next one and the next one and none of them hold? Well, there's a reason for that. A very big reason is because you're working at a belief level of who you think you are. That's what beliefs are, both negative and positive. They're who we think we are. So going from a negative belief to a positive belief is not the answer whatsoever. It's about the knowing of who we truly are. There's knowing. It isn't a belief. And so all of these ideas of doing this and all of those trips to the wherevers, it's like dealing with a piece of something. But this is not a piece of anything. This is the total knowing of who you are. And what I've developed over this 44 years is a process that's instant and it's permanent. Now, the permanent comes in by you doing something for holding it. But I'm telling you, there's people have this for years and it's instant. And how do I say that with such boldness? Well, put it in the category of a phobia. 90% of the population has a phobia of something. Bugs, snakes, rats, heights, water, whatever. And my question to you is, how long did it take for you to create that phobia? Yes, you're right. 1 instant. And yet everybody questions me about that. And yet that's all it took. 1 instant. So now, what I did was, I reverse engineered near-death experiences and phobias to find out how they worked, and I reverse engineered it. So if you can create a phobia in a second, and most times it's before the age of reason, which is 4, 5, 6. Think about that. At that young of an age, that in 1 second you created a lifetime phobia. Well, it's a lifetime phobia because you're holding on to it for protection. That's how the ego works. It's going to get you to hold on to something that's harmful for you so it can keep you aware in case it happens again. That's how toxic your ego is. And it's not your ego, it's the ego. Sorry, my mistake. Because you are much more than an ego. And so what it's about is if you create it in a second, why would it take any longer than a second to reverse it if you knew how you did it? That's what I do. That's one of the pieces. And then the other is the permanentness of it all. Well, I'm going to ask you a question. What color are your eyes? What color are those eyes of yours? Now you tell me how long you had that color. Yeah, your whole life. That's permanent. Would you agree? But look at the permanentness of a phobia. You had it from age 4 to 84. That's 80 years. You'd think that was permanent. But it was created in a second, and you can reverse it in a second. So it's not. That's what I'm saying. So that's what we're talking about. Something that's instant, something that's permanent, and it's about who you truly are. Your divinity, your divine. Don't ever forget it. Always remember it. And all of these other things are happening because you have an attachment to the personal development system of beliefs and changing a belief from a negative to a positive. It's not going to hold. It will not hold. Yes, there will be improvements. Congratulations on doing that. That's searching. I'm talking about a shift from this to a shift from this. Who we're not to who we are. And then doing a simple exercise. Takes 5 minutes 3 times a day. to hold it. And there you have it. That's it. That's who you are. That's why it's like the color of your eyes. The color of your eyes has been that way all this time, and you still have that color. Well, it's the same. Who you truly are is permanent. Who your beliefs are not, because it's not true. No matter how much you believe, the negative or the positive about those beliefs, they're false. And so, I'm here to share with you to go on a journey under 2 hours. Now I'm talking about, like I've worked with 15 different pro athletes or Olympians, okay? That's just in sports. And then mega billionaires, millionaires, and health, cancer. You know, one guy, yeah, I met him in the garbage room in Vancouver. I opened up the door and there he is. And he's so gray and he's humped over and he's like, you think he was going to die any second. I said, holy shit, man, you don't look too good. What's going on? He said, oh, I got prostate cancer. I've had it for 16 months. I've had 32 radiation treatments. And I don't know how much time I have. I said, don't listen to that bullshit. Can I ask you a few questions? Within that 15 minutes, I had asked him all these questions. And all I knew about him was his name was Al. 3 weeks later, I get a call from him. This same guy. He said, hi, Don, this is Al Valjanic. I met you in the garbage room 3 weeks ago. Yeah? Well, I don't have any cancer. Now, I could fill this room with those stories. Fill this room with those stories. And you can access this magnificent, powerful, divine energy called I Am Divinity. And what's natural about it, it matches who you truly are. That's the key. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting that you will know who you are and it will override and supersede who you think you are? Now, if you're tied up with that persona that you've developed, in a second, I might add, and kept it all this time, like I just worked with a guy that when he was 9, his mom died, and he decided to harden his heart. And he hardened his heart for the next 40 years. And that's what all his issues were about. We went back, cleaned that up, boom, it's gone. All the symptoms were all gone. That's how easy it is, and that's how simple this is. So if you want to continue with your hard work and all of those kind of things, and going back and paying for this again, that again, and this again, and the counseling and the therapy and coaching and all of that, go ahead, by all means. But if you want to be free, free to be you, free to be who you truly are. And those eyes, every time you look in the mirror, it will remind you how magnificent you are. And that's how this process is about, whether it's in an individual or whether it's in group. And I welcome you to join us in this journey of raising humanity's consciousness from its existing 210 to 700. That's right, you heard it right. 210 to 700. So it's an awesome journey. We're looking for 100 that are willing to go to 700 to raise humanity's consciousness. So I welcome you, and I'll see you on our journey.
Salt-based, because they kill.
I think very, very interesting. We're live?
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like it.
welcome.
Bula. Don't know what that means, Tui. Sure, it means hello. Greetings.
Good to
Awesome.
have you guys.
Yeah, Michael LK. Beautiful. Looks like
Angel,
some dropped
Paul.
off after we started going liquidarians. They weren't ready for that. Yes, the new addiction. I can put it in the same category as alcohol, weed, sex, money, food.
Even water.
All right, now they're like, you just fucking lost your mind, bro. Like, yeah, he lost that a while ago. So
Yeah, a long time ago. Thank the heavenly gods for that one. That mind wasn't doing me any favors. So welcome. Yeah, I just got off a call with a 10-year breatharian. Okay, so for 10 years he hasn't eaten, drank. He said the odd time he has a teaspoon of juice or water, but that's it. That's our natural state, interestingly enough. So I went all in and I got this guy guiding me to breatharian. I'm 4 days into liquidarian, just on liquids. Got a clean house. Feeling absolutely amazing. I've done fasts in the past before the divinity process, and every time I had major withdrawals and like just intense pain. But so far, flying high. Haven't had one single hiccup. Not even close. No detox effect. Nothing. And it's not like I was super clean going into this. Like I was just binging on all this vegan and seafood stuff last week and in my travels. Not to mention, up until what was 2 months ago, I was eating meat for a good 6 to 8 months for the first time in 12 years.
Jollibee every day.
Yeah, fast food, like the worst. So I've had my fun, my trial and errors, mostly error. And yeah, guess we're talking to ourselves now.
Yeah. At this point.
Yeah. Thought I had
This is
some friends
crypto.
left. This is crypto, yeah. Born December 14th. So,
How are you guys doing? Did we lose you already or what?
yeah, I think everyone's having an early Thanksgiving meal after yesterday's call.
I think it's just gonna be us talking to ourselves in the mountain.
Well, you know what? You know what helped me like was refreshing. First of all, being on that call, it was a 2-hour call with these guys that they're talking about the ego, they're talking about the traumas, they're talking about the superhero gifts, they're talking about our natural state, connecting with spirit, like all of it. It's like, man, it's so refreshing that there's another group actually talking about this. And he's been building this group for 3 years. There's 70 people in it.
Wow.
And there was 10 people on the call that he does once a week.
Wow.
So it made me feel a little bit better about our numbers after a couple months here.
Even though we've been going every day.
Yeah. But if we start promoting the next crypto pump and dump, we'll have 700 people on the call.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. It just shows you where most of humanity's consciousness is.
Does he have a partner program at all? No.
No, it's just
Just a group.
small monthly fee to be part of his Telegram.
Oh, I see. Well,
I like it. It's very intimate.
yeah, it's awesome. Well, it's interesting because like I sent you how like so like Ramadan is starting, Passover is starting, and you're starting this fast and everything, and
Yeah. My chair is starting to fall. Oh, crazy thing too is I never would put this together, but sleep. So full autonomy is what he's going for right now, this breatharian.
I was
His Chris.
watching some of his stuff yesterday.
Okay, so he only sleeps when he does sleep, it's for 2 hours, but he's been going 3-4 days without any sleep and then getting his 2 hours, and he's shooting for full autonomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was thinking that like a couple of years ago because I had I was in like an insomniac thinking that I had to sleep, but I did go 3 to 4 hours or 3 to 4 days without any sleep at all. And the most I've ever gone was 10 days without sleep when I went to jail. But I absolutely lost my mind, like not in a good way. And so I was actually thinking, I was like, did they lie?
Withdrawals. You're going through sleep withdrawals, weed withdrawals,
All the withdrawals.
sex withdrawals.
But that was something I actually thought. I was like, yo, is it true that we need sleep? Or has it been something that we just been lied to about? And then I've heard about like, uh, oh, we got the cat attacking the computer.
Well, Chris said a part of us dies every time we sleep, that we actually disconnect from spirit in our sleep.
That's interesting.
So this full autonomy state is just like building and growing that God energy.
It's very
Yeah.
interesting.
And same thing with food and water.
Yeah.
We're never supposed to ingest. He has all these references from history that like they never even had toilets or anything, and there was like these massive cities with no sewage systems.
Wow.
You know, just because they were just gods.
That's very
Oh, and they don't die. It's a constant regeneration, because if you're not getting in the way of those living cells, if you're not killing those living cells voluntarily with all the ingestion, then they just constantly regenerate. So
interesting.
yeah,
Very interesting.
yeah. He was just talking about on the call that the unfortunate part is like he has kids and they're not about the program, and grandkids are coming, and he's looking at the fact that he may have to accept watching his kids and grandchildren die. But he doesn't know what we're doing to raise everyone's consciousness before that happens. So
Yeah. So they talk about the levels of consciousness on that call?
not specifically, but he had two things that he shared, which was a book called School for Gods, and some of the quotes and references in it were amazing. And then there was another one, Man's Higher Consciousness, and I didn't dive into
that was what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Man's higher consciousness.
Yeah, so they're totally.
Where they're talking about like the more the different things that we were eating, the less our ate. Like we would start to like have a lower life expectancy.
That's amazing. Yeah.
The audiobook is on YouTube, I believe.
He shared the PDF in his group. I didn't dive into it yet, but obviously they're pulling out the references directly connected to like the body and the physical of that. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crypto.
And by going through his process, it was all about like all these major traumas that he had to process that were coming up when he let go of all the food
addictions.
Yeah, the addictions, the stimulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I can definitely like see that when I eat, sometimes it's not because I feel like I need to eat. It's because I need to get stimulated.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said a couple days ago, it's like for entertainment, not fuel.
Yeah. Hey, Will, the cat. Yeah, I'll unplug something. So what's today's topic about? Let's see.
Did somebody name it? I don't know. I never even see those.
Me neither. It just seemed like right before we get on.
Paul said, since starting this program, I've been gradually gaining sustained energy. It's awesome, Paul. Way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I remember having to drink 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day. Or thinking that I had to drink 4 to 5 cups of coffee a day.
Oh yeah, minimum. I'm an extremist, so I could never do like 1 beer, 1 coffee. It was like 1 turned to 10 real quick. But that's all that ego searching for the external highs instead of getting everything that we need from within.
The fountain of youth is within.
Yes. So, well, I'm used to having, circles getting smaller as I went through my evolution. I've always been one to go against the grain. So, like, I remember when I dropped out of high school to do door-to-door sales. Okay, dropped out of high school to do door-to-door. So you can imagine how much, how many friends I lost, how many family members were completely against me for dropping out of school. And then getting into door-to-door, everyone's like, oh, like this guy's a con man, scammer, like, all this. And then after that, it was network marketing. and anyone that's had any experience in network marketing knows that you lose many friends and family from that, telling them that their jobs will never give them any freedom. They don't want to hear that.
Yeah. That's the easiest way to lose friends, other than
Yeah.
telling them that their food is addictions.
When 99% of the population is employees and you're trying to teach them how to be an entrepreneur, you're gonna lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and then getting into the health. So then I went vegan, and you know how many friends you lose going vegan when you're not on the meat program and accepting the murderous dead flesh as consumption. And then letting go of the addictions like the alcohol and the weed, then you're gonna lose even more friends. And you start talking about this divinity thing. You got all your like religious program friends attacking, leaving. So then you're down to a few. And then when you're down to a few, then you tell them that food and water is an addiction and that you're going breatharian. I'm pretty sure Sam and Will are going to leave next. Don might even leave me on that one. So I've fully accepted that I could possibly just be completely alone in this journey, which is fine.
All right,
It's
nice
fine
knowing ya.
because I'll get all my connection through the it's Kirby vacuum. Not Kirby's, but I did have a short experience with filter queens, which actually, I mean, we're not supposed to call it a vacuum. You're supposed to call it a total home cleaning system, because it wasn't just a vacuum.
Marketing.
But actually, I was looking at getting one the other day and I haven't, that was maybe 12 years ago that I sold them. But I was like, they actually are like the best cleaning system. Like now that we have carpeted the house here and stuff. Like, same with the Kangen, right? Like I sold that and then didn't for many years, but I just went and picked one up like last year.
Oh, really?
Like another one, like the new one, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, but there's definitely better technology now.
Well,
Missed
I'm
the
sorry
boat
to
on that
say,
one.
but actually, we're not even supposed to ingest water. So.
Oh.
It sounds like I found this green powder at the store. It has everything you need. I'm like, which is nothing.
Hey, let me know whenever you stop ingesting any food, and then we'll have that conversation.
Well, I'm already 4 days into just liquid, so.
All right, what's a liquid?
Okay. Okay, well, you will know.
No, I'm just fucking with
You
you.
will know. But
Rainbow cleaning system. So we did that for 7-ish years and had a office in 2 different states.
that's
Shannon.
awesome, Shannon. Yeah, I mean, they were good products. I mean, what's the alternative? You go and get whatever, the Dirt Devil, or the $100 one that, I mean, they don't work. Like the mass produced vacuums, that they don't work very well. The filter get clogged in like one day, and then it's just like you're pushing more dirt and dust into the house and into the air. It's not, they're not healthy. But
So if
anyway.
you want to get a total whole cleaning system, hit the link below.
Yeah, call Shannon.
I'm just
Anyway,
Awesome. Well, what is the topic today? I mean, it's just going obviously, but
I never have a topic. I don't know.
yeah. I just feel like
I was just on this 2-hour call listening to this guy that hasn't ate or drank anything for 10 years. Okay, so I'm a little in that right now.
yeah.
And another guy shared, David. He got started on the journey in last January. Ended up living in a cave for 3 months while he was doing this fasting, which is awesome.
Jeez.
It's super awesome. And then he had like this. I shared in the group the phobia of my light that I hit when I was doing the 30-day fast. Like I got so high, I thought I was gonna die. Didn't know how to deal with it at the time. And it sounded like that's what happened to David. He went through this 3 month like in a cave fasting, and then shortly after he was like binging on a bunch of stuff, like binge eating. and now he's coming back. Like,
But who's David again?
just one of the guys in
Oh, in the
Chris's
group.
breatharian
Oh,
group. Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if he's Canadian. I didn't catch that. He was living in Spain and now he's down in Ecuador. He sounded at least American, but possibly Canadian. What was his name? What was his last name? I can't remember. But anyway, I'm sure there's not too many breatharians in the world.
Yeah.
Not that David was yet, but he's getting close. He's coming back around.
I saw that. So that guy, I mean, I told you I follow that guy, Chris.
Yeah.
Elite Christo, whatever. Christo Elite on
Ancient
Instagram.
Elite, yeah.
Yeah. And I also saw like he talks about like the straw man stuff and how the creditors and all that, like basically taking full sovereignty over your like government.
That's cool. Well, yeah, it definitely is a freedom-based group. It's like the first is being free of all addictions. We just weren't putting food and drinks in the addiction category. But to me that resonated. I was like, oh, that makes total sense. I just got rid of the alcohol, the weed, all the other addictions. Makes sense that I'm only eating for entertainment. I'm telling you, I haven't had any slight bit of like hunger or anything 4 days in. And it was just an intuitive thing. Like, remember I pulled up that chart in the gym? And I was like, oh, fuck, liquidarian. I just decided to go liquidarian, and then I intended breatharian, but it said don't do it without guidance. And then later that afternoon is when Nicholas introduced me to this Chris guy that was breatharian and had his support group. Oh, he offered to come out to Philippines to like help us through the final stage, or me through the final stage.
Wow.
I'm not asking you guys to do it. But yeah, he said just pay for my travel and I'm there.
Wow.
So done.
That's amazing.
I said I'm 1,000,000% ready, and he said like basically prove it. He's like tell me why you think you're ready. It's like you're brand new to the group. It's like your first day, bud, you know. He's like, I got people in this group that have been fasting for a year, you know, like what you just came out of nowhere.
He doesn't
Prove you're ready, you know.
He doesn't realize
No,
as
he's
well that
challenging
the
me to make
divinity
sure.
it's like a completely different level as well, because you're not having to deal with all the
ego stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I explained a little bit of that to him, you know, that I went through the process with Don and all that.
Was there any like insights that he gave after you said that? Or
no,
comments?
he wouldn't have a reference for it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was still just challenging me to make sure I'm ready.
It's very cool.
That would be a cool crossover. He'd be a great fit for the program, actually.
Yeah, well,
Because he's looking at like the physical aspect to get the spirit. So they go in like straight to the source. And then like the breatharian thing would be a symptom of being in that highest consciousness. To me, it's like that's what I need to go from 1,000 to 50,000 plus. You know, like that. For me, it was just like, oh, that's in perfect alignment of where I'm intending to go. Like that God energy. It's like I'm a God, but I need
still eat
to,
food.
yeah, I need to sit down and have a meal. Yeah.
I gotta poop.
Yeah. I need to drink some water or I'm gonna die, even though the entire atmosphere is full of water and my body's 99, like my cells are 99% water. Like, you know, they know what to do.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I mean, I've been definitely transitioning to not as much food and just getting back into that.
We can still be friends if you don't, so it's fine.
Okay. I'm not I don't think you're just gonna, hey man, you eat food. I can't hang out with you.
Well, it is a challenge to the belief system for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's just another level of a trigger.
Well, I mean, you know, I've done the 10-day fucking water fast and the juice fasting. So I know, but the whole definitely like the breatharian thing, I'm sure that's another level, of course. So, Plus, I mean, after doing 10 days of juice fasting, I mean, I thought I needed to
Went back to
ground
steak.
myself. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went back to steak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, first it was
Real
Beyond
quickly.
Burgers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right, the transition. The veggie burgers. That's funny.
Which I actually heard that this Beyond Burgers are like absolutely horrible for you in the
Oh, of
sense that there's
course.
actually
Over
like
processed.
human cells.
But imagine if I told you like water was bad for you.
I know.
You
Yeah.
know, like there's
yeah,
levels to this.
Yeah.
But it was interesting finding out that salt was the worst element to put into our bodies.
Yeah,
The worst. And just imagine even all the vegan food that we've had, you know, how much salt and spices and all that stuff is in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we both got bags under our eyes. That's what Chris says. The bags are from salt. He said it's the worst element you can put in your body because it kills your living cells, and that's why all food preservatives are sodium based because it kills the living bacteria so that the food doesn't go bad. Like,
Wow.
that makes sense. Shit. You know, I go for those like rock salts and the Himalayan salts thinking I was being fucking healthy.
Yeah, I just got like some Redmond sea salt thinking it was amazing.
Sorry about that.
I've literally been taking that every day.
RIP for the yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, as amazing as all this is, like I'm just trying to figure out how we're gonna have a partner program talking about this kind of stuff.
Maybe we won't, but hey, we won't need any money because we won't be buying anything.
That's true. I don't really need anything. All right, well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All I know is I ain't giving my spiritual development up for any price. So if you got to kick me off the streams and, you know, have someone else translate these, I'm good.
Yeah, probably. Still need a place to live. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to make a clone of Jamie and just have him eat.
I mean, that one crypto coin that I bought went up 3,000% in 2 months. Okay, put $1,000 in, your rent's covered for a couple of years. Be good. I do not. Yeah, like I said, kick me off if you need to, because I am in no mood to convince or sell anyone to do what we're doing. I'm definitely not hiding the truth just so more people would be interested. That's, no.
Oh my God.
But if you needed to vote me off the island, you know, we can put in a replacement CEO to take over.
Yeah, you just do what you need to do.
It's like Steve Jobs getting kicked out of his. And then a few years later, they'll ask me to come back because it all crashed.
Hey, Jamie, sit down. I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
The stocks,
Yeah.
the plummeting.
Sorry, the system went to shit after you left with the spirit. We need that spirit thing back.
Oh, man.
So, are we selling something? I mean, go ahead. I'm good.
I mean, not yet. So you can still afford to talk.
Oh yeah, we're still on the free program, so who cares a fuck?
Yeah.
Gotta scare as many people away right now so they don't join the free version.
Yeah, still a great idea. Great strategy.
Then you can kick me out when people have to pay.
Yeah.
And you can do the convincing thing. I'm good with that.
Oh, that's funny.
Last time I checked, breath doesn't cost very much, so I'm good.
Yeah.
No salary needed.
Just walk to the Himalayas. Maybe you might levitate.
Well, we got Divinity Mountain. Divinity Mountain's looking more appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. First it was like, oh, the fruit is so far away, and now it's like, what fruit? A lot of grass here. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, my jaw.
So, any questions from the audience?
They're just like, I don't even know. It's everything's off. Everything is just an addiction at this point. Just,
Yeah.
do I want to ask?
Oh man. Well, I will say I feel fucking amazing.
Gilbert says you
Gilbert.
guys are in my dream last night.
That's awesome, Gilbert. Let's hear your dream. I'd love to hear it. And by the way, didn't I say yesterday that you should invite us?
Yeah, it's kind of weird,
That
huh?
is true.
That
Hold on a
is
second.
Hold
weird.
on, we can't hear you yet.
Yeah, that was really weird that you guys kind of said that, and then you guys popped up randomly last night. That was kind of trippy.
So weird and
I don't know how
random.
to. Yeah, that was very weird. Yeah, right.
Yeah, can't believe those intentions actually work. Jeez, it's fucking weird. So rare.
They do. It was interesting. It was like it starts off at like a commune house. Like I guess we all had a massive mansion or something like that. That was literally there was like a stream or river that was running underneath the house. It was pretty badass. And I just remember going to one of my rooms where one of my friends is named Eddie, the one I showed the process to. I went to his room and he wasn't in there. I went in and I saw on his bed he had this sword. It was made out of ivory, and the handle of the sword was made out of ivory too. But it was a dragon with the head of a tiger. And it says ivory is a balance between the physical and spiritual worlds, prosperity, happiness, and health, protective energies, unquestioned purity, innocence, or noble qualities. And that was for just the ivory alone. And the dragon signified power, strength, and the need to confront one's fears or challenges. The tiger, the power, wealth, and courage, inner strength, trust, instincts, and take risks. Through the risks, there are learning and growth opportunities. So that was barely the first freaking symbol, you know, and there were so many in the dream. So I looked outside, and he was outside near the stream. And the interesting thing, his bed was moved off to the side, like he had a secret compartment underneath his bed to go to like a basement. So I went into the basement area, and then I saw him cracked open the window, and I was like, "Yo, Eddie, what you do, man?" And he's like, "Just enjoying the river, bro." I was like, "All right, cool." So the stream, hold on. The running water represented and symbolized the flow of life and the passage of time, going through significant life changes. And the interesting thing was the water was running towards me, you know, but underneath the house. And then from there, I remember going upstairs, and you guys were like in the living room area. You're like, think I want to get something to eat or something like that. So we went to the kitchen area. Yeah, well,
Wasn't me or
obviously
James?
not. Well, anyways,
It was Will.
That was Will for sure.
Some 6'6".
so in the living room, I mean the kitchen area, it was an interesting. I've never seen a layout like that, but it was like a maybe a U-shaped kitchen. I don't know how to explain it. In the middle, there was a cauldron, and it had like it was just vegetables, like a vegetable stew or something like that. And I just remember like cranking it down so that it can start cooking in the fire. And so apparently the cauldron represents the goddess and the womb because it holds something. It also represents the earth because it is a working tool. It also represents destiny, magic, and spiritual power. So we ate, enjoyed it, left, and then I guess it was my turn to get groceries. So you guys dumped me off randomly. But it was the interesting part. It was that it was on the street where all my childhood trauma was at, like the street corner. It wasn't even in front of my house. It was a street corner, and I remember seeing in front of that house there was a garden, and a beautiful one. And all of a sudden, I see a giant literally walking out of the house, like maybe about 9 foot tall. But he was like a gentle giant. He's like, yeah, they're all ready, or some shit like that. I don't know what giants say or do, but that's what it sounded like. So I, I just went over there, grabbed some cabbage, some kohlrabi. I haven't looked up those meanings either, but it's just there was way too much symbolism in this dream. So I just kind of like blast through it. And then I called you guys up, and then you guys, yeah, we'll be there. And I kept looking at my fucking time, and I was like, dang, like we're literally walking distance. What the hell are you guys doing? Like I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk this. How about I'll huff it? So I get there, um, and you guys weren't home, but your wife answered the door, Jamie, and I was just like, "Where's everybody at?" Oh, they went to go pick you up. All right, whatever. All right, cool. So I go inside, and I shit you not, there was nobody behind me. But as soon as I went inside, dropped off all the vegetables into the kitchen area, all of a sudden the doorbell rang, and I think it was like, I guess it was like your wife's friends or something. There was like three of them that came out. I think that came in, and then one of them was just gravitating towards me, and I decided to, give them some space, their feminine energy. I just didn't. I was just like, I'm going outside, not interested. I just went outside to get some fresh air, and then one of them followed me, and I noticed you guys had like a racetrack, like a go-kart racetrack, like a bumper car go-kart racetrack in the back, and I was like, I looked at her, she looked at me, and I was like, you think what I'm thinking? And then she started bolting to the go-kart before I even got a chance. I was like, oh, not today. And yeah, dude, I just yeah, we got on the go-karts and just went fucking flooring it, bro. My dreams are badass. And then yeah, it just says go-karts means hard driving attitude and your need to win, strong spiritual foundation. So, and then also the friends representation of seeing you guys all, it represented desire for connection and a sense of belonging. It brings feelings of happiness, trust, and loyalty. Also a reminder to check in on them. You guys doing all right? Sounds like you guys are doing all right. All right, just already check. All right, ready to incorporate, it says, ready to incorporate some aspects of their personality into one's own life. So that's all I got, brother. There were so many other symbols that I didn't even get a chance to do the research on, but yeah, just thought I'd share a little bit of what's happening. I don't feel like I'm losing any kind of spiritual anything when I'm in the dream state, just to give you a heads up. I feel like I'm really connected always. But that's just my paradigm, brother. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me share. Gilbert out. Woo!
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. It'll be awesome when you can do all that without sleeping, bud. So LK is asking, when are we gonna get a update from Josh on the Monster Gaming crypto coins? So the crypto fund is going. It's going strong.
Still open.
Still open. Yeah, about to ramp up here pretty quick. Obviously super risky, only use what you're willing to never see again. And but it's been doing really well. I mean, like I said, one that I picked up was 3,000% in a couple months. It's pretty nuts. That's not the norm. But Josh is shooting for 1,000%. It's already up close to 100, close to 100%. For those of you that are in the crypto fund, so you basically doubled your money already. Pretty cool. Yeah.
They're saying that Bitcoin's gonna hit 120,000 in the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's all hearsay and whatever.
Yeah,
so it doesn't really matter, but
yeah.
But yeah,
the halving is coming up.
Yep.
Halving is coming up, so I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I definitely don't doubt that Bitcoin's not gonna just, I mean, there's no reason for it to go down. More and more money's pouring into it, which is exactly what raises the price.
Yeah.
It's just such an ideal asset out of all the assets, like real estate was old money. Bitcoin's just a better version of real estate. So there's a lot of money's going to pour into that. Not that it hasn't already. What is it at? 500 billion or something?
Yeah,
maybe close to $1 trillion now,
yeah, close to $1 trillion.
which is still nothing compared to the other asset classes.
Yeah, I think
So-
it's like number 7 or 8.
Yeah. So once the old money, the great grandpas pass and the grandkids get it as inheritance, and they know to put it in Bitcoin instead of the old, properties on Fifth Avenue or whatever. Um, so yeah, that stuff's exciting. We decided to hold off on the Forex fund until the crypto fund is closed, just because that one's so exciting compared to the Forex fund, and there hasn't been enough money raised in the Forex fund to really turn it on yet. So yeah,
So
Crypto fund.
are they able to still invest into the Forex fund, or we're just holding off on it?
They can, it just hasn't started trading. And then if you have put it in the broker there, you're free to take it out at any time. So we don't have a date on when the crypto fund will close, but that's when we'll open the Forex fund.
He named his cat after the crypto that he
Yeah, this is
made.
Moonshot.
Moonshot. Say hi, Moonshot.
Yeah, Moon Tropica is the gaming coin that went up 3,000% in the last 2 months. I wouldn't buy it now. So that wasn't a recommendation. That's just what happened.
Always just sharing from where he's at. It's kind of like the whole breatharian journey.
Honestly, that's all I want to talk about right now.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
so
I'm trying to
trying to
hold
hold
you.
it back.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to hold you back from, because
Yeah.
it's like I'm probably losing followers at this point on my Facebook.
I'm sure you lost a.
Oh, I've lost at least like 500 followers since we started this.
Yeah, for sure.
I've lost family.
If you're doing it for
friends.
followers, you better just turn around now.
Yeah.
Or money. This cannot be bought.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was telling Jamie, this is like the least amount of money I've ever made in my life, but I'm still here every day because it's like there's nothing I want to do.
Yeah,
It's just-
your commitment will be tested for sure.
Yeah.
I went through that period of time with Don that I like let go of all my businesses, wasn't making any, like just going on pure faith and trust. And yet we still did the most, like we went on a world tour and it was just like financially it was on pure faith. But it kept showing up. Like we'd be like in some random country and then the next thing would come in and
I just find it so interesting how you guys are like, okay, well, we're just gonna go to some random, and you're just like, all right, this country that same day, and then it's like some random place, and then another place, and then that's actually sounds so fun.
it was amazing. Yeah, I had so much experience.
Oh, and then we got the hard drive of all that. So
Oh yeah, cool. Don and I had a GoPro on that journey, and then it was backed up on my old laptop, and we got rid of that, but then we found the hard drive of where we backed it up from the laptop. So I haven't even looked at it yet, but I'm sure there's a lot of cool footage of me and Don going around the world with our GoPro.
you need to make a montage or something.
Yes, yeah, I gave that laptop to Will, and then we got him upgrade. And where did the laptop go? Oh, he still got the laptop.
He gave it to Icy for a little bit.
Right. Paul says, I'm not sure I want to be a yogi. Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing any yoga.
He used to.
But interesting enough, on the massage a day or two ago, so I was 2 days into Liquidarian, and the Thai massage where they stretch you around.
Mm-hmm.
I was minimum 50% more flexible.
Wow.
Minimum. I was shocked. Like, the moves that they do with the Thai massage.
They're pretty intense.
I was full on flexible, where usually I'm pretty stepped up. That was interesting.
Maybe it's all the inflammation just going away.
100%. Yeah, guaranteed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember when I was like on the liquid fast and stuff, like I was way more supple, like infinitely more supple.
And even if you believe in nutrients, you're getting way more nutrients in a pressed, vegetable, with all the, like, how dense that nutrient is compared to I cooked a piece of dead flesh or whatever, like obviously there's more nutrients if you believe in that.
Which is interesting because like the whole raw liver stuff.
Yeah, and just us being living cells too. You know, obviously living, like growing plants would have the most life energy in them, like they're still alive. Like how could you put in a dead cell and expect a living cell out of that? Like expect energy to get a living. Doesn't
Simple
make any
math.
sense. Doesn't,
Makes
yeah, the
sense.
math ain't mathin'. But then to find out that even all nutrition is bullshit and you don't even need that, that's next level.
Yeah.
I'll try not to go there very often, but
Yeah.
it's so tempting.
You just bought a juicer, bro. What are you gonna do with that?
Well, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a little period of juice until my body's totally fleshed out, right? Because I still got inflammation, fat, you know, bullshit in there. So I'll let that flesh out, you know, I'll do the juicing. But I've been sticking to a minimum. Like yesterday, I only did 2 juices.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I did, I was drinking juice all day. Like
Yeah,
literally
so was
all
I.
day.
I just haven't needed it. So I'm
It's like I would drink like a full like pint
mm-hmm.
every day just to keep me from like getting too
Getting
hungry.
the pains and everything.
Yeah.
The parasite screams.
They were screaming, all right.
Yeah. We didn't have any tools to deal with it, right? So now that we have the energetic consciousness tool, which is everything, I'm just telling you, it's so much easier. It's just,
I mean, it seems like it. It doesn't seem like you're struggling with it at all.
bro, I've been in the gym every day. I've been
Yeah.
stronger in the gym. Told you yesterday, I couldn't even feel the weight. It was just like, I was just like going through the motions, talking to you at the same time.
Yeah.
I couldn't even feel it. I'm like, okay, I've done like 20 now. I think that's enough.
I mean, the guy that he's talking about, the breatharian guy, he's like shredded.
Super
He's like
strong. Yeah.
super
Can you pull up
shredded.
a picture of Chris actually?
Yeah, it's like a paradigm shift because like
Show him the before and after
coming from
picture
like
of
a
when he
nutrition
was
kind of place and then like helping
42 to
people.
52.
Yeah, like helping people with like I did like some personal coaching and stuff like back in the day with Herbalife and stuff like that, blah blah.
Nice.
Like I had
Sure, you
like
lost some friends there.
I definitely did, 100%. And then just helping them with like coaching with in
Just
the
trying to make
gym.
them healthy. Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
healthy.
Oh, there goes Teddy. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like seeing like okay, like you need this amount of protein, you need this amount of fats and carbs and this. It's like to think that you can still build muscle and still look amazing and not lose and not get into catabolic state with nothing is I mean, I can see the possibility, but I obviously haven't been there.
Yeah, but just knowing what we know and experience through the divinity process is like there's just no limitations,
Yeah,
you know.
100%.
It's like it's not a far stretch from the ETs and the you know like it's not
Yeah.
we're not way
Speaking
out
of
of
ETs.
left field here. Yeah, speaking of ETs, Monday. Monday we got to oh here we go. So so on the top right, that was Chris at 42. So he was just eating the regular stuff. He said he was still health conscious, like he was still trying to eat healthy, like you know we were. But 42 is when when he went breatharian. 50, you can see the difference. And 52, I mean, he just looks like a different person now.
Like a completely different
He's
person.
55.
Even his shape of his face, like the structure.
Oh yeah, totally.
Structure of his face is completely shifted.
Yeah. So
Well, I
that's
will
good, but
say that, it's crazy because like it's definitely way more in the realm of possibility down in the divinity because it's like at one point I thought I couldn't live without weed.
yeah, exactly.
Like, right?
Exactly.
If I could hop out of
Or
that
4
bubble,
wives.
yeah, with the 4 wives, right? Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to live on
It's
this
not a
earth
big
with 4
stretch, yeah.
wives.
Letting go. Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, my question is, what does he think about like procreating?
I didn't ask him that. I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. He has 4 kids. I don't know.
But did he have them before he became breatharian?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing. I mean,
No, I'm just wondering.
yeah.
I'm just wondering.
But it definitely sounded like there wasn't like that ego sexual urge.
Mm.
I did pick that up, but I didn't hear him say anything about procreating.
Does he have a partner?
He does actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's on the wave too?
I didn't pick that up. I mean, probably not where he is, obviously, but
Yeah,
I don't know where she's at.
that'd be interesting to know.
Yeah. I mean, it's my first day in the group. So.
Yeah.
I've gathered quite a bit, but not everything.
But yeah, we're starting the ET course with Dr. Greer. What's the name? Greer?
Dr. Stephen Greer, yeah.
Stephen Greer.
Hey, Will, can you let Teddy out?
So that'll be Monday. So yeah, that's
Yeah, 2
another
sessions
level.
a day. Oh, by the way, we gotta shift the time.
Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna make. So so that course with Dr. Stephen Greer is gonna be from 9
9 to 11.
9 a.m. our time to 11 a.m. our time. So we're gonna have to shift the timing. Is that correct?
Yeah.
9 to 11.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Will, can you confirm the
So
time? I'm
we're
pretty
gonna
sure.
have to,
So
yeah,
we could do this at, it would be 11 p.m. Eastern.
11 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Wait, so that's because it's from 9 to 11 for us.
Or we could do it before. We could do it
You
before.
want to do it before?
Yeah, we could do it at 7. Yeah, that
8?
sucks.
Oh wait, that's 2 hours.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would lap over.
Okay, yeah. So let's do
I mean, we could just cancel them.
yeah. All right, guys. That's good to know. Yeah.
Just take a week. No, let's find a time.
We'll do
Either
it. We can do
before
it
or after.
before. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be sleeping pretty quick here. So.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll be next door, so I can just walk over.
Yeah, that's almost.
That's a
done.
Monday, right?
I'm not sure. It's supposed to be December, so.
No, I'm talking about the class.
Okay.
Oh, so it's 8 to
Okay,
10.
so this is easier if we just do it in Eastern time.
8 to 10 Eastern. So if we do 10:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
So about 11:30 a.m. here.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
What would work better for you guys? 10:30 Eastern, or do you or maybe like a 6 p.m.
Well, I know for the Europe guys like Paul, it would be better
a little bit later.
later, yeah, because he's waking up pretty early, I think.
Okay.
Pacific time, it would still be fine. Just if anyone's on the East Coast, it would be a little late for sure. 11 p.m.
Personally, I'd rather do it later than earlier.
Let's just do 11 p.m. Eastern. That's still 8 p.m. Pacific, and then for Europe, it's going to work out pretty good too.
Okay.
Who's on the East Coast?
I mean, and if you guys miss it, you just watch the replay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really
we're just talking like 5 days.
yeah, it's not forever.
Yeah, is there anyone on Eastern? Okay, Eric's on Eastern. Is that
Okay.
too late for you, Eric? Yeah, it's 4 a.m. in Europe, so a couple hours
That would help.
later for them would help for sure.
Okay, let's just do that.
Yeah, 11 p.m. Eastern.
11 p.m. We'll send an email just to remind everybody.
Yeah. If it's too late for Eric, you just catch the replay.
He said so. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget.
So what's that, 10 a.m. for us?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Oh, that's no 11. I think that's 12. 12 noon.
Is it?
Yeah, it's yeah, they're like 13 hours behind.
Oh yeah, because we're doing a 9 to 11 with the, okay, yeah. Yep. 12. Okay.
12
That works.
noon Philippines. 11 Eastern. All right,
Okay.
cool.
We can shift back after the week, but yeah, that's important. We're gonna be doing 2-a-days with Stephen Greer.
11 Eastern is
Yeah.
6 a.m. in Greece.
Yeah, that works better for him, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah. Give you a couple more hours of sleep. Not that Superman needs it or anything, but
No, last time I checked, Superman didn't sleep.
but yeah, it's crazy because like I literally had that thought about like sleep like not long ago. Like
Yeah, I was torn because I know you were doing less. I wasn't. I was like, nah, I need this. But I was also into the heavier foods and stuff, so I was recovering from that.
yeah,
For me.
I feel better actually with less sleep. Like I really do. Like the more sleep, the less energy I have.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I'm excited. I'm gonna definitely be working my way that way. Just I've been eating the meat, okay? I've been eating the meat.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the green powder, on the fruit, and then we'll work our way to liquidarian and then eventually breatharian.
Sounded like a chore.
I mean, at this point, it kind of is, but
Yeah, hey,
we're gonna need someone on this stream, okay? Someone that's not gonna scare everybody away. Will?
hey, that's the beauty of free will. No one has to do what anyone else is doing.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
true.
sharing what I'm doing. For me, it was like I was hitting a ceiling. I needed that next quantum leap.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not a like gradual progress type of person. Like I needed a extreme leap to get me excited again.
yeah.
You know, I was like, okay, well, like now I've got the tool to hold this 1,000 energy, and now where do I go? And then you know the 50,000 popped up, but it was like, shit, like how am I gonna get there? Well, this makes
You
total
probably
sense.
won't even be here on this realm at 50,000. You're just gonna be an angel, just
Well, it's going to
maybe.
be all spirit, and the way I see that, the symptom of that would be fully autonomy, breatharian, not sleeping, like just 24/7 in the like that strong God energy. Yeah, it'll be an out of body experience for sure. Like, because how do you even feel your body anymore when you're not putting in all that junk to ground it?
That's so true. I need to ground it.
So yeah, I'm not recommending or suggesting anything to anyone. Just telling you guys what I'm doing.
Yep.
Paul says I'm good. Yeah, awesome.
We'll be back on a
I
regular
don't. I
scheduled
honestly
program
don't
soon.
expect anyone, even you, to do it. Like, I'm just, I get it.
Oh, I mean,
It-
I'm gonna at least give it a go. I mean, why not?
yeah, I'm sure you will. You won't be able to see. You need to see a little bit more how it pans out for me. Once you see the benefits of it, you're going to be fully committed. I know that.
Yeah. I'm
Wi-
not a half in guy
yeah.
either. I'm all in when I do something.
Will might be breatharian around us, and then when he goes home,
Sneak some six
yeah, he's gonna be like living in two different realities. Just teasing you, Will.
No, but Will's actually been, dude,
Yeah,
you look awesome, bro.
great, bro. Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally slimmed down, tightened up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I wasn't making the connection before. It was like, okay, well, but then it was, well, shit, if the alcohol and the weed has such a huge effect on my divinity and the food and like, damn it, so does the food.
But it's interesting because like I know a lot of people that have gone this route, but they kind of like ping pong. They have like that little forex retracement.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have the divinity.
Exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
was saying. So it's like it's like an after effect. You can do all the physical things, but if you still haven't dealt with the internal things, it doesn't.
It'll pull you back down like that anchor that we talk about.
Yeah.
That's what it did to me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I hit. I'm so high, I'm gonna die. And I didn't know how to deal with that, but it was a phobia to my light.
Yeah. Makes so much sense.
But it's not, it's just like Joshua Gabby sprinting, not having to use his walker, and then going back to the walker. It's no different. Like I know for a fact when I did that 30-day fast, I felt the best I had ever felt in my entire life in my body. And that was so many years ago. Because after that, it was just slowly binge, like, and then binge, you know? And then
When the
steaks. Yeah. Okay, I can have a watermelon. You know, that's how it started, right? I can have a watermelon. And then it was like, okay, I can have a big vegan salad, you know? It's just a veggie burger. I haven't had one I've been doing so good, you know? I need a steak. And then I need a beer.
A cigar.
Yeah.
Beer, cigar, and a steak.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you wake up half conscious at the Rippers. I was invited to 2 events this month and an opportunity to run an aqua hydroponics microgreen warehouse today. I think I'll pass on the warehouse opportunity though. The owner has too big of an ego. I don't want to have to turn around and interlock my fingers every 5 minutes. Plus, I'm already doing that where I'm currently living with the Divinity Food Forest. Plus, I'm not a fan of competition. That's awesome, Gilbert. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like you were saying, that if you're trying to deal with the symptoms first, that's what I was doing before with the physical food stuff. Like even being vegan and the fast, like all of it was dealing with the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we got the divinity process, now it's like, oh, it's an automatic symptom of my light that I want to be a breatharian because it's just in alignment with my
That's
my
a good
divinity.
way to put it.
Yeah, it's just cart before the horse was
Yeah.
the other way.
That's a really good way. It's like you're already on this level, so what's most in alignment with the level that you're at?
Exactly. Yeah.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, and hey, everyone's on their own timelines. It literally took me 4 years to lock in that highest moment for me. That Kuala Lumpur, that 1,000. It took me 4 years. So yeah, everyone's on their own time. Take your time, no pressure. Do whatever you want.
That's why I'm here. Help you guys. Because there's a little gap, right? So it's like
Oh, for sure, yeah.
we need to make sure that everyone's at least able to. They need some support.
And I was here for the gap for Don because that's a fucking massive gap. Like, if you have Don by himself on here, everyone's like, "Is this English?"
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on?
I don't. Can we get subtitles? So I was saying to Don when he was doing the stream, and I went away for the vacation. I said, Don, you got to have Sam on the call so he can like translate.
Yeah.
He can be the bridge. And he's like, oh yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, that's why he asked me to come on. Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back to a regularly scheduled program soon. So
Yeah, I mean maybe Will should take over my spot.
I mean, him speaking in Filipino probably sounds a lot more easier to understand than where you're at right
I
now.
would understand it more.
Just kidding.
Like I'm trying to relate, but
Not relatable.
yeah, this is not relatable.
Well, at least I mean, for me, a little roadmap of like what's possible. So I appreciate it. I'm sure other people on the stream do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's if you can believe and not believe if you see what we're talking about here in I Am Divinity and you're like, okay, the God energy and divinity, it's not that far off to believe that you can be in a state where you're not needing anything outside of yourself, including water and food.
It's annoying, for
It's
sure.
annoying.
It's annoying, and there's plenty of examples, and I've literally been back and forth with a great example, like personally with him for the last 24 hours. So, yeah, but like you said, it's a roadmap, right? And so when we looked at that chart, right, it was like it starts as omnivore, then you go, then it's vegetarian is a little lighter, right? Then vegan is a little lighter, then raw vegan is a little lighter, and then fruitarian is a little lighter, and then mono fruitarian is a little lighter, so you're not mixing fruits, and then liquidarian is a little lighter, and then breatharian. And so when I looked at the chart 4 days ago, it was like, okay, I've already done all of those. I'm ready for liquidarian that day, and I intended to go breatharian, and even the chart said don't do without guidance. So my intention was like, I intend to go breatharian. It'd be cool to have, you know, like a mentor, some guidance. And that afternoon, Nicholas connected me with this Chris guy. I went back and forth with him the whole last 24 hours.
Yep, that's how powerful we are. It's like as soon as you intend it, it's like, bam, here you go.
And even Chris was like challenging me to like almost slow me down, right? Because I'm like, man, I'm ready to go now. Because all I was looking for was that example that I could look to, that I could like have that full, you know, knowing to go forward.
Yeah.
with the breatharian, and then I got him. I'm like, okay,
But
I'm ready.
but
I'm
he's
ready
probably
when you
never
are.
met. He's obviously never met anyone like you as well. So it's like,
No, guaranteed.
you know, it's like he
Guaranteed.
needs to put a little bit of caution because he doesn't want to.
Well, his response to what I said, he asked me to send an audio clip in the group, like explaining why I'm ready, and his response was, I appreciate your spirit and your trust in yourself. It's very rare,
Mm.
and that's what it is. He kept going to it. It's the trust
Mm.
that you're not going to die,
Yeah.
and we have that full trust after we surrendered, to the divinity process.
Yeah.
And so who else has shown up to him like that? Nobody.
Yeah. No one.
Yeah. But yeah, so I told him I'm ready when you are. So he's just like challenging me on a few things to see. But yeah, it's exciting.
Very exciting. I'm sure we'll hear some more updates soon. Every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you guys have any updates for us?
Yes, updates, comments, questions, shares.
Wherever you're at.
We are technically doing this for the group, so I'd love to hear what you guys want and what you're experiencing. You can also vote me off the island if you're sick of hearing about the breatharian thing. Just tell us you'd rather Jamie not here. That's okay.
People are like, how the heck am I supposed to invite people to these calls now? Like,
Just so you know, that's just the phobia of your light, phobia of your judgment, all that. Not shining to your maximum. I just got the dimmer switch turned all the way up now. I don't give a fuck. Gilbert, what number do we have to push for that? Is that the vote off the island? That's funny.
Eject the seat.
I'm about to eject myself. That fucking high I'm getting. I don't know if I'll be able to sit down anymore.
That's so funny.
That was other interesting thing Chris said. He doesn't lie down when he does get his couple hours of sleep. He makes sure it's like sitting up, and he like fell into it, not like, okay, I'm gonna sleep now.
Really?
Yeah, like he just goes until he crashes.
Wow.
Let the roast games begin. Yeah. I imagine the productivity level.
Yeah. But it's interesting because so like for Huberman Labs, that guy, the scientist guy, he talks about like you don't really need as much sleep.
You lost me at scientist.
I know, but this kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
He talks about like something called non-sleep deep rest. So it's like you don't need to sleep, you just get into an alpha wave state and then you just
Well, isn't
you
that
feel
just another
rested.
name for a divine focus?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just literally just allowing the energy to flow in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the other thing. That may be the key for, because what Chris is working on right now is that full autonomy sleep, like getting rid of the sleep. But he's still falling into it. Maybe that's the tool he needs, the divinity process, the divine focus, to let go completely of the sleep.
Yeah. Have a good night, divine gentlemen, in the balance, and take care of your ends, infinite love and light. All right, Gilbert, we'll see you soon, bro.
Yes. Peace and love, our friend Gilbert.
All right, well, everyone seems a bit quiet tonight. I wonder why.
This is Moonshot. Woo! He's on the breatharian program with me.
He just like goes and sneaks the corner and eats his cat food.
With Will.
Oh man. All right, well, yeah, it sounds like everyone's a bit quiet today, so
Yeah. Lost him.
Yeah, we lost them today. No worries.
Maybe the first time.
We'll update you guys. We'll send you an email of just reminding you of next week where we're gonna shift the times and what's going on with the Shiraz. We good? KYB? Not yet? Okay. It's probably because it's a weekend. Yeah, so what's weekend for us? It should be
Is
should
it?
be
I didn't-
moonshots. Yeah, we'll update you guys on the partner program. We'll make sure to get Jamie off the island by then, so we can
Yes.
actually build the business.
Don't worry, I've already found some other islands that are very appealing. Glass bottom floors.
Just kidding.
Got it all there. Yeah.
No, we're just kidding. All right, guys. If you don't have any questions or comments or just shares, we'll end the live tonight a little early. I gotta get some stuff done anyways, so.
Yes. I got all this breath to eat.
He's got all this breath to eat. All right, cool. Well, let's end the call with the video, the overview video.
Yeah.
It's good to have you all. We'll see you tomorrow, same time.
It is amazing to have you here for those that haven't been scared away. It's really great.
Yeah, I'm surprised we still have 12 people actually.
Well, imagine Chris after 3 years got
70.
10 people on the call.
Oh, he had 10?
Yeah, 70 in the group, 10 on the live call.
Oh,
He
wow.
only does it once a week.
Holy moly.
He's been doing it once a week for 3 years.
Wow. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. Philippines, 9 p.m.
Hi there,
Adios.
my name's Jamie Devine. Welcome
Good
to
night.
I Am Divinity. I'm super excited for you to embark on this journey. Just congratulations for even finding I Am Divinity. My journey has been over 16 years of personal development, spiritual programs, multiple religions. I've been an entrepreneur since the age of 13. I never had a regular job. That showing up to Don Smith 4 years ago to take his instant and permanent transformation, first of all, sounded a little hard to believe because I had done so much work and I still had all my shit. I was still an alcoholic, a weed addict, a narcissist. My financial gains in business and investing would shoot up and then cut right down and start over, shoot up, cut right down, and I could never hold my success. Going through his program, it was about 2 hours. All of my toxic patterns and programs were completely gone. Literally just gone in a second. And I can't even describe how liberating that moment was for me. But right after that, I told Don, I said, I don't want to do any of the business that I'm currently doing. I woke up to my purpose for coming to the planet. When Don told me his vision of raising humanity's consciousness to the level of 700 on the scale, enlightenment, which was the cause of all causes. The level of consciousness is the cause of all of our individual and collective problems on the planet. And so to finally have that solution, experiencing that solution for myself, I just wanted to tell everyone and anyone that would listen. And of course, with all my entrepreneur background and my skills in marketing, I made an agreement with Don so that I could just, literally my job would be to hold my light and share my light with others and bring them to the process and actually get compensated for it. And so I'm super excited to announce that we've now created this entire system for you too. Now imagine that, being able to go through this instant and permanent transformation for yourself, be liberated of all your toxic patterns and programs, literally within a couple hours. And then on top of that, being able to have all your financial fuel and energy and livelihood come from this divine system. And so there's a few pieces to it. Number one, we have an affiliate partnership program. So you're a partner. Your job is to hold your light, share your light, and anyone that's attracted to it, bring them to the program, and we pay out 30% of all the financial part of the system to you. That's the first part. The second part is My experience in the financial realm took me into Forex and crypto over the last 10 years. And I've been through all the roller coaster rides, all the ups and downs, all the scams and schemes. And we landed on just a couple people that were actually full of integrity, that have actually gone through the divinity process, and that are like nothing else. So our Forex fund is ran by an institutional trader. And if you've ever done anything in the financial realm in Forex, 99% of the retail space, the average everyday person, it's a scam. It's a scheme. You're going to lose your money. Maybe you're one of the few that got in early and took the money from the others, but eventually it collapses. I've seen them come and go over the years. But this institutional trader, he has 7 years of experience, and we have his entire track record of his strategy. He has an algorithm. He spent over $20 million in development up to this point. And so even with all that being said, there's still no guarantees. Of course, when it comes to investing, please only risk what you can afford. But we found something that's more solid than I've ever experienced, and it's where our personal funds are. And so you'll have access to that as well. His team has produced over the last 7 years on average 50 to 60% per year on the funds. And you don't have to do anything. You open up the brokerage account, our team will help you do that, and you park your funds there like you would a bank account, and his algorithm trades on all of the accounts. And so we can expect a 50 to 60% if it's anything like the previous average. But again, all the past performance never guarantees anything in the future. Just please be mindful of that. And then the last piece is our crypto fund. Now the crypto fund is and researches the top legitimate projects in crypto. To give you an example, in 2021, which was the last crypto bull run, Josh on his personal portfolio did over 8,000% that year, 8,600 to be exact. And so this was a kid that was 21 at the time and had his life savings in crypto and became a millionaire over that year of investing. And so just this last year, Josh told me, hey, I'm going to do what I did last bull run, but I'm going to open it to a few friends and family. I said, Josh, no problem. I trust you. I sent him the funds for myself, and then I said, Josh, I want to open this up to our entire community. He said, well, I don't know if legally that's a little tough. I said, don't worry, I'll work on that. And we created Divine Markets, which is a legal entity to be able to facilitate this, both the Forex fund and the crypto fund. And so we overcame that, and Josh is exclusively handling all the crypto for our community. And his target for the next year is 1,000%, about a 10x on the funds. And again, there's absolutely no guarantees. Please only risk what you can afford to risk. And so that's it. That's the overview. It's pretty simple. You got the affiliate partnership program, which again is just going to share the financial part with you so that you can actually create a network and an income for yourself while holding your light and sharing your light. Which, by the way, going through this process, we wouldn't be able to pay you to not tell people about it, because you're just going to be radiating and people are going to be attracted to you. And so we just wanted to create a system where of light that are holding this and shifting humanity's consciousness. And so I welcome you to be a part of that vision and mission and part of our team. And I'm excited for you to go through your process. By the way, all of this financial part is only exclusively available to those of you that have gone through the process and committed to that. So it's not going to be available to anyone else. So what a bonus, what a reward for accessing your light and holding it, that you get access to an institutional trading fund that you wouldn't be able to get access to unless you had $250,000 and you accredited investor and all those things that the institutions look for. So we created a bridge for you on that. And the crypto fund, unless you know someone like Josh, and even if you did, it's not cheap or easy to get involved with those things. But we've made it easy for those of you that go through this process. It's a $500 minimum on the Forex fund, $500 minimum on the crypto fund. So that's it. I'm excited for you, and we'll see you on the other side.